Eduardo, and I'm here to inform all of you about something that's very important, which is climate change, because it affects the world like in many ways. Like, and today I will be going over how it's changed over the past years, how it affects us, and how we could stop like global warming and stuff. So, since the beginning of time, climate has always been changing, and it especially has been changing, like it's been getting more hotter over the years since the growth of human population and the stuff we use, like cars and all that stuff with all the pollution. And I found this thing where it said in the past 20 years, the climate has risen 6/10 of a degree in 20 years. And scientists believe the biggest cause for global warming is called the greenhouse effect, where because of all the pollution that goes up into the air, it traps in all the heat that the Earth releases. So instead of going into space, it just stays here in our planet, so which causes it to become hotter and drier, and then even in some parts it becomes more wetter due to more rain. And the effects of that are like the hurricanes. Like recently, we've been having a lot of hurricanes, and Hurricane Michael was the worst hurricane ever recorded in the U.S. Like it had water levels up to I think 12 feet, and the wind alone was able to blow down houses and destroy many things. And there have been like billions of dollars spent just on repairing all this stuff that it affected. And scientists have predicted there to be 9 to 13 hurricanes this year alone. And the climate has also like here in California, it's made it more dry. So but with all the fires that happened this year, most of them were not, some of them were not due to weather, some of them were due to people, but just because of how dry it was, it made the fire spread and grow faster and burn longer. The fires here they're bad because they burn many things, and many of the stuff they burn release bad gases into the air, which pollute the air even more. And in order to stop most of these things, we need to what are they called? Arsonists, people that burn. So there's some people that did that. So we need to stop those people. Find alternative ways of transportation like carpooling, taking the bus, train, bikes, or whatever else we can do. And yeah, we just gotta because if we don't change global warming now, later in the future, there's predicted to be it's supposed to be even worse than it is now. Most of the ice is supposed to melt. The ocean, the sea levels have increased 3 inches in the past 20 years, and it's just getting bad. So sooner or later, we're gonna lose all the ice in the Antarctic and all that stuff. So yeah, and then in conclusion, well, the climate will always change no matter what happens, but we can at least try to slow it down or stop it. Yeah, that's basically.